Good morning all of you. That we are doing the study about the bronchostroma, and in bronchostroma in our previous video we are starting the reproductive systems, and after that we study the embryonic development of bronchostroma. So as we know, the bronchostroma in bronchostroma, eggs are microlethal. They have microlethal eggs. So the ovum and sperm are come in contact, so they fuse together and forming the zygote. The fusion process is known as fertilization. This zygote further go in segmentation. The process is known as cleavage. And in bronchostroma, the firstly holoblastic equal holoblastic cleavage is there, and after that it's go in again unequal holoblastic cleavage. So that's why after that cleavage the blastulation process is there, and in blastula some of the cells are small in size and some of the cells are larger in size. These larger cells are known as megameres and smaller cells are known as micromeres. It is the blastula. After that the blastulation process, the next process is the gastrulation. In a gastrulation, after that blastulation, the next process is gastrulation. And in a gastrulation, the pear-shaped gastrula is formed. ठीक है, क्या होगा? In bronchostroma, the pear-shaped gastrula is formed. After that gastrulation, the neurulation is there, and neurula is formed. It means in neurulation, firstly the neural plates is developed, they forming the neural flow, neural groove, and then neural fold. It means the same type of embryonic development is there in bronchostroma, those we are studying in Herdmania. The similar development is there, and in this bronchostroma, in a gastrulation, the morphogenetic movement is invagination. It means the cells are shifted in the endodermal cells are shifted inside of the embryo. ठीक है, so this is the embryonic development. After that the 12 hours of fertilization. After that, the 12 hours of fertilization, there has a hatching process. After 12 hours of fertilization, the hatching is there, and most of the time hatching will be in a morning time. The hatching process will be in a morning time, and in hatching process, the larva or embryo break down the embryo break the vitelline membrane. And come out in water. So, in Amphioxus, the indirect development is there. The larva, the embryo converting in a larva. Embryo converting in a larva. So, the Amphioxus is also having indirect development. The larva stage will be for 3 hours. It means the larva will be live 3 hours. After that, the 3 hours, this larva converted into an adult by the process of metamorphosis. The larva approximately 1 mm in long. The length of larva is 1 mm. That time, the body of larva is covered by tiny cilia. It means the outside of the body of larva, there are many cilia are present. So, by the help of these larvae, this larva can swim in water freely. That time, in larva, the mouth and anus. In larva stage, mouth and anus are not developed. Due to the undevelopment of these structures, the larva is not capable to feeding. So, that time in the larva stage, the same just like herdmania, the larva is not eating anything. That time it get nutrition from the yolk which present in the cells. ठीक है, तो इस टाइम पे क्या होगा, in a larva stage the mouth and anus is not there, so it is not able to feed. So that's why the larva get the nutrition from the yolk which present in a cells. So after that, it means after 3 hours, this larva undergo in a process of metamorphosis, and by the metamorphosis this larva converted in a adult Amphioxus. So when it's converting in a adult, the body of larva, it means the cilia are disappear. Firstly क्या होगा, when the larva converting in a adult, starting in a converting in adult, the larva, those having the cilia, those are found, the entire body of Amphioxus larva are disappear. And the larva, firstly in larva, the mouth, it means the mouth and anus are developed the first. Firstly जो organ developed होंगे, the mouth and anus. So from the acentron, the in a acentron there has a structure which form the blastopore. The blastopore will be developed the anus, and the opposite side of the blastopore the mouth is developed. So after that the larva stage animal undergo in a metamorphosis process and it's converting in a adult amphioxus. ठीक है, तो यहाँ हमारा जो एनिमल कंप्लीट होता है दैट इज द मेटामॉर्फोसिस ऑफ ब्रैंकियोस्टोमा. यहाँ पर हमारा क्या कंप्लीट होता है, द एनिमल ब्रैंकियोस्टोमा, जो किसका मेंबर है, इट इज द मेंबर ऑफ सिफेलोकॉर्डेटा. आफ्टर दैट फ्रॉम टुडे वी आर स्टार्टेड अ न्यू चैप्टर एंड अ न्यू एनिमल. ठीक है, तो हमारा 2 चैप्टर्स कंप्लीटेड हैं. 2 चैप्टर्स कौन कौन से, द हर्डमानिया एंड एम्फीऑक्सिस. अब जो हम चैप्टर स्टार्ट कर रहे हैं तो उसके लिए हम थोड़ा इंट्रोडक्शनरी देखते हैं. द फ्लो चार्ट वी हैव डन इन अ फर्स्ट इंट्रोडक्शनरी क्लास, दैट पेपर इज कॉर्डेटा. सो देयर हैज अ फाइलम. Those flow chart we are doing in a first theory videos. That flow chart we are reminded again. दोबारा हम उसको एक बार देखते हैं. The phylum is Chordata. This phylum is divided into 2 groups. One is A craniata and craniata. ठीक है, A means absent. So these A craniata members are also known as protochordata. Either we can say these are the lower chordate. Now then these acraniatas further divided into 3 subphylums. Three subphylums are Hemichordata, then Urochordata, Cephalochordata. The member of Hemichordata is a Balanoglossus. The Urochordata member is Herdmania and Cephalochordate member is Branchiostoma, or we can say it is a Amphioxus. ठीक है, so about Balanoglossus we study the Hemichordate subphylum in 2nd year. In 3rd year, it means in our first unit, we have started the animals, the Urochordata member Herdmania and Cephalochordata member Branchiostoma. Now from today we started the member of Craniata. ठीक है, These are about these two animals we have done the study about of Herdmania and Branchiostoma. That today we started the Craniata animals. So these Craniata animals, it means their brain what is the meaning of Craniata? That brain is covered by a brain box or skull. It means their brain is covered by a structure which is known as skulls. The Craniata members are also known as Euchordata. Either we can say these are the higher chordate. These Craniata members are the Euchordate, either a higher chordate. These are the Herdmania is a Urochordate and Craniata members are known as Euchordate. Okay. Now again we have to remind that flow chart. The Craniata, the animals Craniata further divided into the categorized into subphylum. They are categorized into subphylum Vertebrata. It means these animals notochord is starting converting in a vertebral column. These vertebrata further divided into, it means they have a division. The division is Agnatha and Gnathostomata. The subphylum Vertebrata further divides into two divisions. First one is the Agnatha, second one is the Gnathostomata. The Agnatha, meaning of Agnatha is absent and Gnatha means jaw. It means we can say these are jawless animals. These are jawless animals. So that today we started the animal of Agnathas. We will do the study about the Agnathas animals. These Agnathas further divided in two classes. These Agnathas further divided in a two class. One is the Ostracodermine and second one is Cyclostomata. The Agnatha's members are further divided in two classes. One is the Ostracodermi and second one is the Cyclostromata. The Ostracodermi members are heavy body animals, just like जैसे डायनासोर्स हैं, डायनासोर्स are also a heavy body animals. The ostracoderms are also heavy body animals. These animals' body is covered by a exoskeleton plates. It means these animals' body are covered by some exoskeleton structure which covered the animal body. So these are the exoskeleton plates which cover the entire body animals. Now if we are talking about ostracoderms, these are the extant forms. These are the extant animals. Now if we are talking about Cyclostromata, cycle, it means they have round mouth. Cyclostromata animals these are living, we can say these are the living Agnatha animals. ठीक है, the ostracoderms जो इनकी बॉडी थी, their body is a heavy body and their heavy body is also covered by a exoskeleton. These exoskeleton are formed as a plate like structure, but these ostracoderms are extinct at this time. So now only the Cyclostromata animals are known as the living Agnathas. The ostracoderms are extinct. Only living Agnathas, the Cyclostromata animals are only known as living Agnathas. Now the meaning of Cyclostromata, it means they are the round, their mouth is found in a round shape. These Cyclostromata further divided into two orders. Petromyzontia and Myxinoidea. Two orders are there. One is Petromyzontia and second one is the Myxinoidea. So in a Petromyzontia, the animal is Petromyzon and in a Myxinoidea, myxine is there. This Petromyzon is commonly known as lamprey. The common name of this animal is the lamprey and the myxine is known as hagfish. So today we are studying the animal Petromyzon. ठीक है, ये सारा का सारा हमने अगेन रिवाइज क्यों किया, कि कहाँ से हम एनिमल्स की स्टडी स्टार्ट कर रहे हैं, वन बाय वन हम कैसे किसी एनिमल्स को स्टडी कर रहे हैं, ठीक है। सो नाउ वी आर स्टडी द एनिमल पेट्रोमाइजॉन, इट इज द मेंबर ऑफ साइक्लोस्टोमेटा. So we can say that today our new topic is new chapter Petromyzon. Now, first of all, we have to learn about the features of cyclostomata. ठीक है, what is the meaning of cyclostomata? As we know, the Petromyzon is member of cyclostomata. So, it means the cycle, yeah, we can say that circular round mouth. It means these animals have round shaped mouth. The cyclostomata animals mouth is round in shape. That's why these are known as cyclostomata. These are also known as primitive vertebrates. Primitive vertebrates are also known as the animals of cyclostomata. The ostracoderms and Petromyzontia, cyclostomata, both are the Agnatha's animals, and these Agnatha's animals are known as primitive vertebrates because the vertebral column, it means the vertebrates are growing from this Agnatha's animals. In these animals, the unpaired fins are present. Unpaired fin are present, but paired fin are absent. In these animals, the unpaired fins are there. कि unpaired fins means कि हमने एम्फिऑक्सिस में देखा था, it's have ventral fin, dorsal fin and caudal fins. And the meaning of paired fins, that if I have fin on the both side, on a ventral surface and dorsal surface in a same direction. ऐसे कह सकते हैं that जैसे अगर हम कहें that a hand is, this is the left hand, this is the right hand. So these are the paired structures. As the same, the legs are a paired structures. So that's why that type of structures are known as paired. But in these animals, the fins are present only in a one surface. About the paired fin found in a fishes, and these fins are known as, जैसे अगर हम फिश की बात करते हैं, in a fish, both the fins are having on the same axis. दोनों fins कौन से हैं? Same axis पर हैं. So the fins, those are found in a same axis and both the sides. These fins are known as paired fins. ठीक है? These fins are known as paired fin, and if the fins are not on a same axis, those are known as unpaired fins. So paired fins are found in fishes, and these animals having unpaired fins. their their skeleton is made up of with the cartilages. It means the cyclostomata animals, the skeleton is made up with the cartilages. Now we have started the animal petromyzon. So first we have to see the classification. If you learn the animals, the flow chart of animal classification, you can write the classification of petromyzon yourself. कि आपको किसी भी एनिमल के क्लासिफिकेशन को बार बार लर्न करने की ज़रूरत नहीं पड़ेगी अगर आप उस फ्लो चार्ट को 2-3 बार आप रिमाइंड करते हैं. सो यू कैन राइट द सम ऑफ द कैरेक्टर अबाउट दैट एनिमल वेरी ईजीली. अगर आपको फ्लो चार्ट लर्न है और उस फ्लो चार्ट में हमने डिवीज़न क्यों किया है, वो सारे कैरेक्टर्स अगर आपको लर्न है तो आप उसकी क्लासिफिकेशंस को बहुत इजी तरीके से आप लर्न कर सकते हैं. आपको बार बार एनिमल्स के बारे में डिस्क्रिप्शन पढ़ने की ज़रूरत ही नहीं पड़ेगी. ठीक है, तो नाउ वी आर डूइंग द क्लासिफिकेशन ऑफ पेट्रोमाइजोन. Firstly, the phylum, Chordata. All the animals having a phylum Chordata, because we are studying the Chordata animals. Now, the subphylum is Vertebrata. After that, सुपर क्लास या हम इसको कह सकते हैं डिवीजन इज एग्नेथा, फर्दर the Agnatha are divided into the class. Class is Cyclostomata. Cyclostomata. The order Petromyzontia. And genus is Petromyzon. ठीक है, so this is the classification of Petromyzon. The phylum is Chordata, subphylum Vertebrata, the superclass either division is Agnatha, class Cyclostomata, order Petromyzontia and the genus is Petromyzon. ठीक है, now if we are talking about the Petromyzon, the Petromyzon habitat is a cosmopolitan area. What is the meaning of cosmopolitans? It means it's live in a Chile, Peru, South Africa, in that area. So it's live in aquatic medium. If we are talking about the Petromyzon, the Petromyzon is live in a water. The body of Petromyzon, the habitat is it's live in a water. The Petromyzon can live in both type of water. It's a aquatic animals and it can live in both water as a marine and fresh water. So we can say the petromyzon life is a double life cycles. कैसा है? That both type of water, the sum of the species of petromyzons are live in fresh water and some of the species of petromyzons are live in marine water. It means it can live in both the medium as a fresh water, either in a marine water. The body of petromyzon is elongated cylindrical and laterally compressed. The body of petromyzon is elongated. It means the length approximately that it will be a different length of petromyzon, the elongated cylindrical body, but it's laterally compressed. So if we are see so its body is elongated it's having a pair of simple eyes If we see the body structure of this animal, the petromyzon, the body is elongated, cylindrical. So that type of body we can say it's having a eel-like structures. This type of structure we can say it is a eel-like structure. It's having a nasal opening, that is a nasal aperture, either a nasal opening. The simple eye and it's having a buccal funnel. And if we are talking about the petromyzon, the body of petromyzon can be divided in three areas. First is a head, second is a trunk, and third one is a tail. ठीक है? If we are divided the animal's body, that is the head area. After that, it is the trunk area, and this is the area of tail. So the animal body can be divided in three areas: head, trunk, and tail. In this animals, the 7 pair of gills, either we can say 6 to 14 gill slits are there. For the respiration, they have 6 to 14, either we can say 7 pair of gill slits. They in body area, they have a urogenital papillae. The outside opening is a urogenital opening. In that area, the opening of alimentary canal, it means anus is there and the gonodial ducts are also open in that area. It means the anus and gonodial ducts commonly open into a structure that is a urogenital papillae. They have dorsal and caudal fin. It is the fin which found on tail, that is known as caudal fin. The fin which found on dorsal surface, it's known as dorsal fin. So it is a first dorsal fin and it is a second dorsal fin. So that is the outer structure of petromyzon. The next, the deep structure of petromyzons we will study in our next video. Thank you, students.